Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back. It has been so long since we've done just like a sit down, hangout, chatty kind of video, and so long since I've done, I don't want to say like life advice type of video, but something thematically like this. I'm putting this in the category of a new series that I'm starting called Living a Beautiful Life. Today's topic is, I feel like, the perfect one to kind of kick off this series, and it's one that I'm so excited to talk about. It's one that I'm so passionate about. Today we're talking about the concept of don't save the good, don't hold off on your happiness. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys like videos like this, as well as fashion, thrifting, outfit inspo, travel, general fun, good vibe kind of stuff. Join the family below. Let's get into it. So a lot of people hold off on doing something, wearing something, using something because they're waiting for that right time, the perfect moment, a special occasion. The day-to-day is not a special enough time to do those things. So this could be something like a cute outfit that you've been putting off wearing, a cute clothing piece, a pair of shoes, a purse. You're so excited when you found it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. I can't wait to wear this. But then every time you see it in your closet, you're like, well, I should save it for a special occasion. Not today because I want to save it for like a really good day. This could also play out in the way of a perfume that you keep holding off on using because it's too nice, it's too fancy to use. You just keep being like, well, I'll use it, but like, I don't know, today it's not special enough. I want to wait till a more special time. Or a candle that you bought that you're like, oh, I love how this smells. It smells so good. It smells so luxe. It just feels so nice to smell it. But then you never burn it because you're saving it for the right time, the perfect time, until a special moment. But the thing with holding off on using and wearing and doing something that you know is going to bring you joy, you know is something that you'll enjoy doing or wearing, is that the perfect time doesn't necessarily exist. Going back to the perfume example, a lot of people get a perfume that they love, that smells so good that when they smell it, they're like, oof, I just love it. But then don't ever use it because it feels too nice to use. It feels too expensive or too fancy, and you want to save it for special occasions. But perfume actually expires and actually can lose its scent strength. And in another case, perhaps even before you get to wear it, maybe you have a cat, and as cats do, maybe your cat bats your perfume bottle off the shelf and it breaks and you never got to wear it, not even once. And that would be a double bummer because not only is it sad because you never got to experience the joy of wearing it, but also then it feels wasteful because you spent money on this thing that you never got to use. So there are a lot of situations like this, from something dramatic like a breaking perfume bottle, all the way to that clothing piece that sits in your closet unworn with the tags on because it feels too special to wear, even though you love it, even though you're like, oh, this is such a good piece, but you never wear it because you're saving it. And how sad is that the piece that you're so excited to wear, that you look at and you're like, oh my gosh, this is such a happy, cute, fun, gorgeous piece. I loved it when I tried it on at the store, goes and sits in your closet unworn. But it doesn't have to be like that. Because when you think about it, when is the right time? What constitutes something being the right time, or a special enough day, or a good enough day, or a great enough day? What constitutes that? How do you know that's going to happen? When do you know that's going to happen? And how many of those perfect, right, special days actually get to happen? 10? 5? Maybe just 1. Or maybe the perfect day never arrives. And why shouldn't you get to experience as much joy and happiness as fun as you can? Why don't you deserve it? Why don't you get to have as much good in your life as possible? Why shouldn't an everyday kind of day get to be special? It does. And you do deserve to experience as much fun and joy and happiness as you can. If you like something, if it brings you joy, if it brings you happiness, if it brings you fun, don't just save it, because you might be saving forever. And instead, chase it, embrace it, and fill your life with as much of that fun and joy and happiness as possible. Wear the cute outfits, wear the perfume that makes you feel luxe and fancy and nice. Wear the expensive coat that you spent a little bit too much money on that brings you so much joy. Don't just save it to wear it once a year at the fancy thing you go to, at the fancy this or the special occasion that. And instead, flip your mindset and allow those things that feel so fancy and special and amazing, whether that's a food, whether that's an outfit, a perfume, a candle, whatever it may be. Use those things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, and you know you love, and put them into the everyday. Let them make the everyday kind of day more special. Does that make sense? I'm gonna give you an example from my own personal life. Last year, I bought this fabulous blue wool coat. It was a splurge purchase while I was visiting London. I was at Harrods, which is this fabulous department store, and I ended up buying this coat partially as a memory of the trip and partially because I absolutely fell in love with it. The color, the silhouette was just everything. I loved it. So I brought it home. This was last spring. So then as fall and winter rolled around of this most recent year, I was like, wow, I wish I was going somewhere fancy or nice so I could wear this coat. I wish I was traveling to New York right now so I could wear this coat. It's too special to wear on a regular day. Like, I'm not gonna just wear this to the grocery store or to my doctor's appointment or to run an errand. I'm gonna save it for something nice. And then I think it was midway through winter when I had this moment where I was like, I never get to wear this piece. I love this coat so much. It's so gorgeous, but I'm never wearing it. It just sits in my closet and I look at it and I admire it and I wish for a time where I get to wear it, but I'm never wearing it. I could be experiencing the joy of wearing this all the time as much as I want, but I'm passing it up because I'm waiting for this right time or to go to this ideal something in my mind, and I never get to wear it because of that. So then shortly after I had this thought and realization, I started reaching for it. And at first it was a little bit scary because I was like, oh, this is such a nice piece. Like I should be saving it. And once I wore it a couple times, I think on maybe the third wear, I realized the joy that wearing this item that I loved so much was bringing me was entirely worth it. And every time that I wore that coat, it made the day feel so special because I was like, ooh, I'm wearing the coat that I love. I feel so cute. I feel so nice. And it felt also so worthwhile because I did spend, a good chunk of change on this coat. And to actually be getting its worth, its value, and to be incorporating it into every day made every day feel so special. So, theory tested out, it's worth it. It does bring joy and it does make the everyday kind of day feel special when you allow yourself to embrace these things that bring you genuine happiness and joy. Now, staying on theme but switching gears, let's talk about something that a lot of people, myself included for a long time in the past, get wrong about what it means to live a happy life. A lot of people get the idea wrong that a happy life, a life filled with joy, is dictated by these big key moments. These big amazing things like a summer trip, a graduation, turning a certain age. And while heck yeah, those are crucial and memorable and do bring joy, those are not the end all be all of happiness. Those times are finite, they have an end. So following those experiences, if you allow all of your happiness to ride on those moments, once it's over, it's gonna be like a punch to the gut. The problem lies within when you allow yourself to let all of your happiness and joy ride on those key moments. The situation then is 100 to 0, all or nothing, and you just think to yourself, what's next? What now? What else? So the thing that many people get wrong is it's not these key, huge moments that define and dictate a happy, joyful life. Instead, it's a lot smaller. It's the little things that we do every day that add up to a beautiful life. Which some of you guys I know might be rolling your eyes of like, girl, like that's so corny. Unfortunately, the corny and the cliche often has at least a thread of truth, and this is one of those things that I have to say is entirely woven of truth. This is a tapestry of truth right here. So this is going to look different for everybody depending on your lifestyle, who you are, what you're into, your hobbies, your interests, and your just general personality. So these little things, these little sparks of joy, I'm going to call them, because that's what they are. They're just like little things that you can do that bring you at least a spark of joy. So ideas of sparks of joy could be having a weekly phone call with a friend, buying yourself flowers every Friday, eating your favorite meals more often, wearing more outfits that make you feel happy and cute, and not saving all of your favorite best outfits for just special occasions. Or maybe celebrating finishing, doing a deep clean of your apartment by lighting that amazing smelling candle that you keep on your credenza. All of these are examples of sparks of joy that compound and collect into like a field of light and joy and fun and happiness. Regular sparks of joy end up being this entire like zone, like a force field of happiness. It is momentum and it attracts more good. An inverse example of this is if you've ever had a bad day, like you just start the day off kind of funky and it's just like thing after thing after thing after thing happen. You stub your toe and then your belt loop or your purse strap gets stuck on the door and you pull back, and then maybe you crack your phone, you drop it on the floor, then this thing happens and you get all red lights on the way to work. And it's just like all of these things just keep happening and you're like, oh my gosh, can't I catch a break? In the same way that like these bad things attract this like conga line of more bad things, good things, and carving out good moments for yourself and bringing on sparks of joy attract more sparks of joy. There is even a way that in a bad day where all these things are happening and bad thing after bad thing, you can interrupt that with a little spark of joy, and it might spark another little spark of joy, or at the very least be a semicolon in the sentence of a bad day. Momentum keeps building more momentum. And another example of like just the idea of momentum and doing something in small ways consistently over time, adding up to a big result versus trying to do one big thing once, is this random thing that I have seen on TikTok. I see it every couple months. There's this person who on their way to school kick a rock, and they're kicking it every day on their way to and from school to see how long it will take to turn into a sphere. Stay with me, I promise there's a point to this analogy. If that person just gave it one big kick, like one huge kick, it's not going to turn into a sphere. It would just eventually stop, and then they'd be like, well dang, this never turned into a sphere? Pfft, what the heck? But this person is kicking this rock every single day. And if you've ever noticed when you've like played soccer or maybe pushed a swing, something very physics-based with momentum, when you keep doing something over time, it picks up momentum. When you kick a soccer ball and then you kick it again as it's moving and you kick it again as it's moving, it picks up speed. When you push a swing and you push it again while it's still moving and you push it again, it picks up speed, and then all of a sudden you can jump off all the way at the top. That was always something I wanted to do but was too scared to do. But the idea of momentum. So this person continuing to kick this rock, 2 points here. One, they kick it and they kick it again while it's still moving. Picks up momentum, picks up speed, but also doing this little activity every single day in these like little spurts to and from school. Eventually that rock is going to become a sphere, and it's the tiny dedication and the showing up and the trying that makes the difference from taking this random rock to being a rock sphere. And again, it's a silly example, but the idea that little consistent things that you do add up to an awesome end result. And the final point that I want to talk about is the idea of I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I get this job. I'll be happy when I find my dream person. I'll be happy when I buy this thing, this car, this purse, this whatever. I'll be happy when. Honestly, flip that into a question. I'll be happy when? Moments like these are fleeting and oftentimes are a moving target. I'll be happy when I finally graduate. Okay, I graduated. No, I'll actually finally be happy when I get that job. I got the job, but no, I'll be happy when I finally get the promotion. No, but I got the promotion, but I'll finally be happy when I get the corner office with the windows because I like windows. Okay, I got my dream job, but I'll actually finally be happy when I meet the love of my life. It's a moving target that makes it so impossible for you to enjoy the here and now. It's always focused on what's next versus what's happening right now. But if you fill up your everyday with little things, with those sparks of joy, with those little moments, I promise you it adds up to a beautiful, happy life. Don't underestimate the power of little things adding up to something great, like ingredients in a cake. On its own, flour, yeah, she's the backbone of everything, but on its own, have you ever eaten flour? Don't do it because you're not supposed to eat raw flour. But we've got some milk, we've got some eggs, we've got some flour, we've got some, I don't know what kind of cake you're making, ricotta cheese. There's this recipe that I really want to make, an Earl Grey blood orange cake. Looks very good. But on their own, the ingredients are just mere ingredients, but together, a happy, delicious cake. Or another example, ants, little tiny ants, can carry 10 to 50 times their weight, depending on the kind of ant. But, something so tiny can do something so great. So don't underestimate the power of little things, little changes, little repeatable things, tiny moments, tiny sparks of joy. They really do add up. Again, if you're like, Jessica, this is corny, threads of truth. No, this is another tapestry. This is a tapestry of truth right here. In conclusion, don't hold off on your joy. Don't just save the good for the once in a blue moon kind of moment. And don't allow happiness to be an end point, a destination, but instead allow happiness to be a journey. And it's also so important to remember that a journey has ups and downs. I'm not saying that this pursuit of a joyful, happy life is always sunshine, rainbows, amazing things, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes days are going to be like that. Sometimes weeks are going to be like that, and months are going to be like that, where like things are rolling, things are flying, you're vibing, things are great, amazing. And there are going to be some times where days are more rough and things happen and things pop up because that is life. And some days it's a mix of both, where amazing things happen and also where annoying or frustrating things happen, or maybe it's a little bit of a slower pace, it's a little bit more low key. That's fine. That's life, and that's the journey. However, within that, it's remembering that every day is a chance for something new, for something exciting, for a change. You truly have the ability to make any day anything. You have the power to wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? I am going to wear that cute coat that I bought. I am going to wear this outfit that I love. I am going to listen to my favorite music on the way to work because it makes me happy and it brings me joy. It is so important to pursue filling your life up with more joy and to seek out joyful things that bring you happiness, that bring you fun. And if you can't find it, make it. Bring on those sparks of joy and allow yourself to actually enjoy that joy. Sit in the moment, soak it up, embrace it, and I promise you it adds up to a beautiful, joyful life. And honestly, take a shot every time I've said joy or joyful because it's a lot, but that is what we're in pursuit of. That is what we're chasing, and we embrace it. And if you are going to do a shot every time I say joy, I suggest water because you will be very hydrated by the end of this video. Working in special things into the mundane everyday, making the everyday a little bit more special, that's what I'm all about. And I want the same for you guys. Just have more fun, have more happiness, and it seriously is all through the little things. And that's a wrap on today's video. I hope you enjoyed chatting about this topic and hanging out for a bit. I really hope that you guys got something out of this video and resonated with the message on some level. I really hope this video encourages you to embrace the things that bring you joy and happiness and to incorporate more of that into your everyday, daily kind of day to make it more special, make it more fun, and bring you more happiness. If you have anything to share on this topic, I would love to hear it below. And if you guys have any video requests, I'd also love to hear it below because I asked over on Instagram, a lot of people gave their video requests and things they would like to see, and I'd love to hear from you here. I'd love to know. Also, it's nice to be back. It's nice to hang out. It's nice to chat. I seriously missed doing chatty videos and connecting this way. I feel like this was so fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, I would love for you guys to join the family down below. Come hang out. It's seriously a great place to be. Like, I love my community on here. You guys are seriously the best ever, and come join the family. It's cool. And if you guys want to hang out with me more on the day-to-day, you can find me on TikTok and on Instagram at Jessica Neistadt. Always doing fun things over there. And I don't think I have anything else to share for today, so I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. I love and appreciate you all so very much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.